Hi there, and welcome to London. Today's video is of course of the Eurostar high-speed train from London to Amsterdam, but I had a great view of Heathrow from my hotel room and I couldn't resist just starting with that. It was luckily a beautiful morning in London as I headed to St. Pancras International Train Station, where all Eurostar service has been operating from since 2007. The station's history goes back much further than that though, having originally opened in 1862, designed by William Henry Barlow. Before we have a look around inside and get into this journey, let me welcome any of you that may be new to the channel. My name is Kevin, and I am the Flip-Flop Traveler. I'm a full-time creator with an eye to the skies and the beaches, and I enjoy my flip-flops nearly as much as I enjoy being honest and unclickbaity in my self-funded videos. If you'd like to know more about the channel or me, scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Have a look around the channel. There are hundreds of airline and hotel reviews to enjoy. This kinda sorta high-speed train ride to Amsterdam starts now. St. Pancras hosts a wide variety of trains besides Eurostar, and is well signed once you're inside. After you go through the Eurostar check-in procedure though, you'll be confined into their waiting room with limited facilities, so if you have extra time, do as I did and just have a walk around the beautiful station itself. The main hall where we are right now, with loads of shops below, is the original station itself. Built with wrought iron pillars supporting a single span roof. At the time that it was built, it was the largest enclosed space in the world. This place has been through a lot, being damaged during both World Wars and then almost demolished in the 1960s. Petitions resisted that, but let's say it wasn't loved too much for the next 40 years. In preparation for Eurostar service though, new life was injected into the station and the interior was restored. At the departure hall entrance, you'll scan in with your boarding pass and then pass through security. There's no official immigration leaving the UK, but your passports will be scanned. Then a few short steps further, you'll have French arrival immigration. So, in some technical terms, this waiting hall area here in London is in France. I was traveling in standard Premier class today and had access to the Business Premier Lounge. The lounge is one that, from a distance, looks very pretty. But then when you get up close, you start to realize this space is not really looked after all that well. Took me a while just to find an outlet that worked, and the restrooms have definitely seen better days despite having diptyque soaps inside. There was a light breakfast spread on offer, half the coffee machines were out of order. All of that said, stay in here as long as you can, since the waiting hall gets absurdly overcrowded. Depending on the day, there are anywhere from around 15 to 20 or so Eurostar departures from here. I know Eurostar wants to double their ridership by 2030, and I just pray that they have triple the waiting space already planned. Our boarding was called, and then we were allowed to head upstairs to the platform. Our train to Amsterdam today would take 4 hours and 10 minutes. There are 2 or 3 non-stop services to Amsterdam per day. Additionally, there are 10 or 15 non-stop services to Paris per day, as well as services to Brussels, with an average travel time to Paris of 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is our Eurostar E320 series, the newer of all of the Eurostar train sets, with all Amsterdam services using this set. On board there are three classes of service: Standard, Plus, and Premier. Standard is, well, standard, with buy on board food. Plus has extra space and has light snacks served, and then Premier has even more space in a 1-2 layout with a light meal served. The seats look sleek and modern, but holy Moses are they uncomfortable. Even in the upright position, the seat back is sculpted in a way that makes your shoulders need to go back too far. And I'm not alone in this sentiment. These seats are trashed online for the same reason. Comfort aside, who needs that anyway? There is plenty of space. Your carry-on bag can go overhead, and there's floor space for your smaller bag if you have one. There are multiple seat pockets, a large and sturdy tray table, an outlet, and all of the other functions that you would expect. If you're enjoying this video and want to see more, please go ahead and click that like button, and more importantly, subscribe. If you're looking for lots more information about my travel in general, weekly posts, advanced itineraries, travel advice and the like, or just want to show your support for the channel, I'd invite you to check out my Patreon or YouTube channel memberships. They played their safety video in the moments leading up to departure, and then right on time, we left the station. The Channel Tunnel, or Channel, which allows this service to happen, was originally attempted in 1974, but failed, with the actual tunnel beginning construction in 1988. It's the longest underwater tunnel in the world, and has been open in service since 1994, with Eurostar services departing from Waterloo Station at the time, serving Paris Nord and Brussels South. Our ride today is 585 kilometers, or 363 miles. After departing London, we headed southeast towards the Channel, entering just west of Dover. On the French side, we emerge in Calais and continue inland, passing Lille, before turning northeast towards Amsterdam, going through Brussels, Antwerp, and Rotterdam along the way. The service to Amsterdam began in 2019, after Eurostar and France's Thalys merged to create Eurostar Group. Now, you would think that the meal service would be served right about now, like 20 minutes or so into the ride. But actually, we were served before we even left the station. I'm not sure if the service is meant to be that way or not, but it didn't really matter. It's not like we needed to take off. On offer was a single vegetarian option, but it was actually really good. Some pesto hummus, feta cheese, a quinoa salad, a bit of falafel, a roll, and your choice of drink. For dessert, a ridiculously decadent chocolate ganache of sorts. Overall, this tray's gonna get a 9.2 out of 10. Each passenger is allowed to bring 2 pieces of luggage plus a personal item. There's no weight limit restrictions, but you must be able to carry it yourself. While we're passing through Belgium, another round of snacks came through. Staff on board were short and efficient, but still friendly. As we take a look around, let me quickly explain why I wouldn't take this train again, at least to Amsterdam. I like Eurostar. I've taken it to Paris multiple times, and I would continue to do so. But I think the purpose of this train is to save time. It's hard to argue with the fact that trains to Paris do just that, compared to flying or the bus. The trains to Amsterdam are another story though. For this particular train, Eurostar advises you to get to the station 75 minutes before departure. That means from station to station, we're looking at 5 hours and 25 minutes. If you wanted to fly, you could do so from all 6 of London's area airports. Of those 6, you could choose London City, which is city centre. To go from London City to Amsterdam Central Station, arriving 90 minutes before your flight, 30 minutes from landing till airport exit, and taking the 20-minute train ride to the city centre, in total you're looking at 3 hours and 5 minutes, since the flight time is just 45 minutes. Some would say the train is more comfortable and less stressful. I get that, and I don't necessarily disagree. But even coming from someone who does not enjoy Schiphol Airport at all, I'd still fly next time, specifically to Amsterdam. Before we arrive, let's take a quick look at the wonders of the seat recline. Can you see it? The seat closer to me is reclined. It's a fixed shell and goes back around an inch or two, with the seat cushion sliding forward as much. Right on time, we pulled into Amsterdam Centraal Station, and I went to go look for a place to stock up on snacks and dinner for my next train ride, an overnight train to Vienna. I really do hope that you enjoyed this trip report today. If you did, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss my twice weekly videos. I'll see you next time from the Nightjet service to Austria that I just mentioned. Oh, and as always, thanks for watching until the end.